Hey there, I'm Sophia.
And I'm Josh. Welcome to the Nightly on Hatch Plus, where every night ends with a cool breeze. Sophia, how are you tonight?
I'm good. I'm like, do I have anything to report? Not really.
I think that's nice sometimes.
The weather was beautiful today. That's
Yeah.
kind of all I have. I don't have much.
I have a regular routine. Like I had like a hangout on the books earlier today with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite thing to do is there's this coffee shop in my neighborhood and then a little park that's like a 5-minute, 7-minute walk from there.
Yeah.
And it was like ideal weather for just sitting out in the park. It was like nice and sunny, but not warm. It's like a crisp fall day.
Yeah.
And I had like a nice sweater on, and it was truly like my favorite thing to do is just like hang out and like yap with a friend in the sunshine with a coffee.
Yeah, that's literally like a dream date. When you said that, it made my heart like grow 3 sizes. I'm like,
Are you like an autumn? I'm like a real autumn dressing person.
I definitely feel the best in, yes, like an autumn situation for me is ideal. I love like a sweater and like a light jacket. I'm like, that's amazing.
It's the best. I have an ever-growing collection of cardigans and crew necks. And in the summer, I open my closet to like find pants, and I like look longingly at my sweaters waiting for them. There's like that meme it's like a chubby little frog wearing a little jacket, and it says like, glad it's getting cold outside, time for me to really start dressing. And that frog, not only do we have the same body type, but I just love their attitude.
Totally. You're like, that is literally your spirit animal, kind of.
Truly.
Like I'm really embodying that frog.
Not only do I love the spirit of that frog, but I think we would be friends if that was a real frog that existed.
For sure. I just get so bored of like dressing when it's warm out because I'm like, okay, it's a tank top again, and there's nothing else to do with it.
I love when it's cold enough that you can maximize your options, but before it's cold enough that like I have the same thing about big jackets as I have with umbrellas. It's like when I get to a place, I go, well, now what do I do?
That is a real issue with the jacket. It is kind of like, where do I put this thing?
I think a potential solution would be for me to like get a big jacket that feels fashionable.
Yeah.
Because I don't have like a cool wool trench coat. It's all just like, Uniqlo sale bubble jacket or whatever. I just like, I don't wear it inside. But even when I'm outside, I'm like, man, I wish people would see my cool sweater right now.
Of course. It's more utilitarian. Yeah. I have some nice like lighter jackets or even like more heavy duty ones that I like, but I am definitely in the market for like a long line coat. I'm like, I need to find that.
Yeah.
And like one that I like the way it looks, because I don't really have that.
I have like similar. I have a couple light jackets. I like a couple blazers and like a jor coat. But again, none of that is like when it gets real chilly out, I just feel like I got to put on a big something, and I'm like, no, I really made an effort, and you can't tell until I get inside and peel off this hefty bag. Yeah.
You have no idea what's going on under here.
That's right. I feel that about what's going on in my head and what's going on my torso.
Of course. Speaking of what's going on in our heads,
Yes.
I have a little like game that I think that could be fun for us to play.
I would love that.
And so tonight I want us to build out a guest list. And in this game, we are each inviting 3 people to our dream slumber party. But this time there's a theme. And so we're going to do our favorite TV personalities.
Cool.
So you can do any like TV personality, actors, reality stars, whatever. Literally whatever you dream of. So I'm excited to hear who you have lined up.
Okay. You know who seems like they really know how to have a good time between their work as a DJ and I've seen them throw parties, like pictures of parties they've thrown.
Okay.
And they always look so fun. And this is a person who's a television personality of the last many years. I am talking about the band leader of The Roots on The Tonight Show, Questlove. I think would be a great slumber party addition.
I think that he would be so fun.
Yeah.
One of my claims to fame.
What's that?
Questlove follows me on Instagram.
That's huge.
Because one time I was at a premiere and just kind of like dancing crazy, and I truly almost like knocked over his entire deck. And then my brother like put that on his Instagram or story or something, and then he ended up following me from it. And I was like, okay, I didn't embarrass myself too bad.
That's so cool. I have one picture with him. He DJ'd at Wyatt Cenac's old Monday night show, Night Train, and we were backstage together. And I forget I forget who's taking pictures. It might have been Mindy Tucker, who's just a wonderful photographer. I hope I'm not misattributing, but I have like one. I was like, oh, like very overwhelmed because I'm such a fan of his band.
Yeah.
And I have a picture with him, and it's like one of my most cherished photographs.
Of course. I feel like he does like, also I feel like that's literally the perfect person for this game, because I feel like he does DJ like celebrity hangouts kind of.
Yeah.
Like, am I wrong in saying that like this is like my imagination maybe, but you know how Quinta Brunson has those like game nights or whatever?
Yeah.
I feel like he DJs those sometimes.
I think he's very involved with that, and I can't tell if it's for fun or if there is like a sponsored element, but it does, whatever it is, it works on me because it looks so
amazing.
fun. And the show that I do on Monday nights now, we have a DJ, Donwell DJs
fun.
those, and he's so great. And like Questlove, similarly, every time I've seen him DJ at a live event, I'm like, this is just the perfect vibe for the evening. And I think someone who can read a room and curate and shift the mood to its best place is like a real asset at a slumber party.
It's a huge talent, and it would be so valuable. Yeah.
So Questlove, we've got at the slumber party. Who's your first slumber party pick?
Okay, my first one. I created a kind of like diabolical slumber
Okay,
party.
well, because I know that you have your television personalities. You're deep in like Vanderpump Rules and Housewives. I know that the television personalities you gravitate to have like chaos energy a lot of the time.
Totally. Yeah. The first one I thought of, which was really like just kind of came to me, was Tyra Banks.
Great call.
Just because she is like so crazy. Like, actually, well, I know that I've been thinking about her because recently she launched this thing. You know what I'm going to talk about, obviously. That is like so bizarre.
People are baffled.
Her company that makes hot ice cream, which I can't get into, of course, but it's like the strangest thing in the world. So I know that that's why she's like top of mind, because my brother was sending that to me being like, what?
Yeah, what is this?
Is she okay? Like, she is so strange and funny. I feel like every time I see her online, she's like being just like bizarre, just acting in ways that are completely unknowable to me. And yeah, I feel like in the past when I've done this game, I'll be like, what would be a good vibe? And then this time I really was like, I'm just going to do it chaotically. And so Tyra is my number one. And I would have some things to ask her about. I mean, I used to love America's Next Top Model. Like we have some common ground, but I just think she would be saying things that I would be like writing down.
I bet Tyra Banks sees the world in a way that is like fascinating. Like I bet she just has fascinating perspective and insight on stuff.
Whether good, bad, neutral, just deeply interesting opinions about the world.
I bet she has great stories too.
I'm sure she has amazing stories. Yeah. Okay, who's the next person on your list?
Okay, this one maybe is a little unexpected, but I used to be a preschool teacher, and the teachers that I worked with, it was almost all women, and they were so wonderful and brilliant and like kind and thoughtful and talented. As educators, they were just like so devoted to the kids and did such like a wonderful job preparing like exciting, enriching stuff to do in the classroom and like attending to the kids' like emotional needs. But also when we would go out at night, it was chaos.
Totally.
Just like absolutely wild. They would come to my shows and people would be like, who are the four women just like so into it the whole time, just like delighted and like shrieking with enthusiasm? I'd be like,
totally.
Oh, those are my co-teachers that I work with 4-year-olds all week. And I just like love them so much. And so I feel like early childhood educator on a night off has similarly, I'm going to try to match the wild energy of Tyra Banks. Yeah. And for that reason, I'm going to say Miss Rachel.
Okay. Amazing.
This is very exciting to me, but she recently followed me on Instagram.
Oh my gosh.
Now that we're both revealing flattering Instagram follows.
Okay, so honestly though, this also means we could almost get together your dream slumber party, nearly.
That's true.
with the click of a button. But I do think that that's like such a good person to have around, because it is someone who's like, I think you're very right in saying that like a truly good person, but also is like wants to let loose and have fun is kind of like the most ideal situation for a slumber party or any type of like evening event.
Like teacher's night out is so fun.
Of course, you'd get to hear Miss Rachel swear.
Right. Even just that. What a thrill. Who do you have next?
Okay, my next person is actually the least chaotic of the bunch for me. I did a classic Jeff Probst, host of Survivor. Because of course, I mean, I'm always trying to get on that show, so it'd be amazing to have a leg up. But also, I'm like, he's like a cool guy, and I do feel like in terms of like, I guess, creating a slumber party, it'd be good to have kind of one grounding person. And oh my God, now I'm like, I should have done Orna from couples therapy, but she wouldn't really. Well, actually, okay, I can't get into that, but maybe anyway.
Wait. I think Orna from Couples Therapy, though, has a similar Jeff Probst, like,
I know,
calm under pressure.
To see Orna kind of like face off with Tyra Banks. So maybe I'm going to switch my answer to Orna.
Okay.
I would love to see Orna interact with Tyra Banks. I really love her. And also watching that show. Do you watch Couples Therapy?
I don't, but I know I know of her through like other media that I've seen her in.
Of course. I can't recommend it enough. It's just like so interesting and like human and like sweet, sad, happy, all the emotions. And it makes me be like, oh my God, I want to do psychoanalytical therapy that you have to do like 3 times a week and have my life be like completely changed.
Yeah. Gosh, you're right. Just to really get in there and see what's happening under the hood.
But I think to see her kind of do some psychoanalysis on Tyra Banks would be like amazing for me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, you know what? I love Jeff and I would want him there as well, of course. But now that I've thought of Orna, I can't leave her out. So she's going to be number 2.
You're voting Jeff out of the slumber party.
Yeah. I'm snuffing Jeff's torch and Orna is being let in.
She has immunity.
She played the immunity idol and now she just can't go anywhere. Who's your final guest? I'm excited to hear.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Maybe I'll leave it up to you because I have 2 choices.
Okay.
And I think one is more chaotic than the other. And I think it depends on which way we want to tilt the vibe of this evening.
Okay.
One of them, I would say a little less chaotic, but still an element of fun, is Seth Meyers.
Okay, fun.
Who does those great day drinking segments on the show.
He would get down.
He gets loose, and I think that's fun.
Yeah.
The other one, more chaotic.
Okay.
NBA Hall of Famer, inside the NBA commentator, Charles Barkley.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I kind of think you should do the most chaotic person for one night only.
Okay.
Why not?
Then it's Charles Barkley, for sure.
Okay. And I think that would be a good like group of people, Questlove, Charles Barkley, and Miss Rachel. I do actually think that would be a really fun group of people. You're 3.
Yeah, I think it would be fun.
And wait, Charles Barkley also was a basketball player.
Yeah, he was really, really good.
And what team was he on?
He played for the beginning of his career in Philadelphia for the 76ers. Okay. And then for like the next substantial chunk of his career with the Phoenix Suns. And he played against Michael Jordan in the finals when he was with Phoenix.
Totally.
And he had one of the best nicknames because he was always kind of a thicker guy. And he had one of the best nicknames in the history of sports, which was he was often called, well, sometimes he was called Sir Charles, which is pretty good.
That's good.
Also called the round mound of rebound.
Oh my God.
Which is so funny.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Props to whoever came up with that.
He's a wild dude. He just kind of says whatever, shoots from the hip. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. Okay. My last person is Lisa Barlow from The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Wow, you're really introducing more chaos into this.
I know. And that's why I kind of am like, Orna needs to be there.
Yeah.
Because she needs to like help us. And oh my God. Anyway, I just like constantly actually think about how there's couples on reality TV that I would love to see Orna have to deal with, but I would never put that on her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been watching Salt Lake. It's like back right now. And Lisa Barlow is like truly one of the craziest people on TV. Everything she does is bizarre almost, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
the way she embodies I'm like, you're so weird. And I would just love to spend some time with her.
Does she have like a signature moment on the show?
Well, she has a lot of signature moments.
Okay.
She had a really famous hot mic moment on the show where she got caught talking trash about one of the other housewives, Meredith Marks. And she got really mad, and then she goes into her room and her mic is still on, and she's like a whore. She slept with half of New York. She blah, 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 blah. She has no money. She doesn't own any of her houses. She rents, whatever. Her marriage is fake. Her family is fake, blah, 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 blah. So that was like a very seminal moment, but she has so many.
The Salt Lake City cast is really something.
It actually is like basically the only franchise that I watch because the other ones have such a high barrier for entry.
Right.
And I started watching Salt Lake when it like first came out, basically.
Because that was like, what, like 4 years ago?
At least 4 years ago. Maybe they're on season 5. And yeah, I think a lot of people feel like a lot of Housewives franchises have kind of lost their magic, but somehow this one has like prevailed even in this kind of like new era of reality TV. But the ladies are just something else.
I think though, like with Housewives, once you lose like the chemistry of a core cast and that they either people peel off because they become too notable and don't want to do it anymore, or you lose like an element of chaos somehow. I understand it, but I think like having the lore still being built for the Salt Lake City cast is like so, and none of them are, to my knowledge, famous for other things before it, right? So it's not like,
I don't think so.
Oh, Jenna Lyons joined New York. Yeah. But it's like, we know who she is. It's like introducing a known commodity rather than like getting to know people as like, we only know this about you and it's all madness.
I think a big complaint that people have with like the newer Housewives or like reality TV in general, but also like the new like RHONY whatever franchise is that the women are like very aware of the cameras and really, really like self-conscious or whatever. Yeah. Which of course like they're aware of the cameras on Salt Lake, but for some reason it's still like amazing television. I don't know.
I think when you're someone who's done a lot of media before you get to something like this, you just have a stronger sense of like how things might play and like what you just can't let yourself do on camera, you know? And when you are not a person who has been in the public eye to that level, then you like assume a charitable reading or a charitable edit, and you just haven't, I think that is maybe part of it. Yeah. And those women are just like literally like wackadoodles. Like the women on Salt Lake are just also like great, like insane. Like I tried to watch the new RHONY and I was like, they're very normal. And like the women on Salt Lake are like literally, it's like one of them runs a church that is a cult and is married to her step grandpa. Yeah, it's like you just that's Mary, right?
You can't get better than that.
And what is Lisa's like thing on the show?
Her thing is that she owns this company called Vida Tequila with her husband. But like everyone is like, I've never seen that in a store. Like I've like never had that. But she is like she's like, it's very successful, of course.
That's so funny.
I know. I don't know how successful it is. Right now they keep the whole thing that she's struggling with right now is that people are basically like, your business is a sham and people keep suing you. So I don't know. But yeah, I think, and this is like a lot of them often, is she's like, I'm a business owner. Yeah.
But like running a tequila business out of Salt Lake City is like one of the most bizarre decisions I've ever heard of in and of itself.
And she's Mormon.
Yeah. Wow.
It's unbelievable.
Amazing. Well, I think this slumber party is going to be so great. But like, even just talking about it has got me tired and needing to rest up for tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna get to bed.
You know what? Me too. I think I really need to rest up to prepare for our big night with all of our new friends. So I'll talk to you next time. Good night, Josh.
Good night, Sophia.